What does a nurse really want to say to their chronic pain patient? Ooh, let me do this one. Pick me! Pick me! I don't think I need
But
you
I
here.
have so much to say.
I don't think you'll be helpful.
What?
I think you're just gonna piss everybody off.
I can be nice.
Okay. You can stay and watch, and if you can keep your shit together, maybe I'll let you contribute a little bit later. Fine. So what do I want to say to my chronic pain patients? I want to say that, thankfully, I don't have chronic pain. I don't know you're hurt. I will hopefully never, ever have a condition where the symptoms are a constant part of everyday life. Pain symptoms that are there when you're at work, at the store, trying to enjoy a nice dinner, driving the kids to school, or simply trying to sleep at night. I want to say that I understand there is a very real bias in the healthcare system towards patients with chronic pain. Every time you need healthcare services, you are silently or verbally judged. You're told that you don't look like you're in pain. Therefore, the pain can't possibly be as bad as you say it is. You desperately want to make people understand that you've lived with this pain for so long that it no longer shows on your face, but it's always, always there, even when you're asleep. You've essentially gotten used to performing in the presence of healthcare workers, acting your pain symptoms out like some sort of a trained SEAL so that they'll actually believe you, even though you're so furious that the patient with high cholesterol in the next bed doesn't have to act like a clogged artery to get his meds. How do you even act like a clogged artery? You're treated like an addict. You can feel the silent judgment in the looks you get, in the condescending suggestions like, let's just start you at half dose and see how you do. In the way the media or the statistical websites lump you in with many people who are actually addicted to narcotics like illicit fentanyl. And in most cases, you just end up suffering in silence. You'd rather just not even ask for the pain meds anymore because you know you're not going to get them. You've fought this fight so many times, for so many years. The frustration of not being heard is almost worse than simply sitting with your pain. This is so not going how I thought this was going to go. I'm saying this to you now because I want you to know that there are actually people in healthcare that get it. That even though you've been treated poorly over and over, there is someone out there that will actually listen to you, even though it doesn't feel like that. I'm also saying this to you now because I need it, personally. I need a reality check from time to time to remind myself that chronic pain is indeed real. Perhaps my followers, many of whom are nurses, also need it. Because I have to admit, I have been that biased nurse. I've never withheld pain meds from someone who asked for them, but sure, in my mind, they don't look like they have pain. They're a clock watcher. You know they'll be on the call light the second their med wears off. How weird that they're allergic to everything except Dilaudid. All the things you think that we think. And it's not fair to you. The bias in the system is not fair to you. I mean, sometimes there's a reason for the bias, though. So what I would like to do is share with you some of my personal triggers. Behaviors that cause my mind to falsely think you're not really in as much pain as you say.
This is where I come in.
I never said you were going to get to do this part.
Oh, come on, this is reality check. Tough love with humor and snark. That's what I'm built for.
You're going to get people mad at you.
Well, that's their fucking problem. Okay, you can't please everyone. Bitch is gonna bitch. Stop being a pussy.
If I let you do this part, you need to be reasonable.
I mean... Okay, listen up, you pain med fuckers.
You couldn't even last 3 seconds.
Oh, come on, it was a joke.
I don't think they think that's funny.
Oh, a person in chronic pain doesn't have a sense of humor. Big
You need to
shock.
wrap this up pretty quick. Fine, 3 things you need to know. Number 1, see this? This? You see it, right? PRN? You know what that means? Of course you know what that fucking means. All your med bottles say it. It means as needed. Available. Not due at. Not scheduled at. So if you're my patient and you have morphine every 3 hours, PRN, and I give it to you at 9, it's not due at 12 again. It's just there, available at 12 if you need it or you ask for it. And I'll give it to you if you ask for it.
Of course we will, but that's not the point. So if I come into your room at 12:30 to check on you because at noon I was with another patient or you were asleep or God forbid I was finally taking the shit that I've been holding in for 4 hours.
I think they
Don't
get
yell
it.
at me that
I
I'm
think they
30
get it.
minutes late with your medication. You never fucking even asked for it. It's PRN. It's not scheduled around the clock. It wasn't due at 12 o'clock.
If you just put your call light on at 12 o'clock and ask for it, I will bring it to you.
It's not late if you don't even ask for it.
Moving on.
Number 2, I am not a doctor. I cannot write prescriptions. So if you want Dilaudid and your physician has told you no, I cannot give you Dilaudid. That's not my fucking fault. I don't understand why you're so far up my ass for something I can't even control.
I mean, that's kind of true.
And just so you know, even though you're such an asshole to me in these moments, I still call the doctor back and try to get you the Dilaudid. And then they give me a bunch of shit too. Bet you didn't know I did that for you, did you, complaining McBitcherson?
Okay, I don't think you're in charge of naming things anymore.
Oh, really? Planty Merce?
I like that name.
Bitch to your fucking doctor, not me.
Let's end this.
Number 3, if your doctor decides to give you your prescriptions in the hospital, they are only going to give you the doses that are prescribed as an outpatient. What your pharmacist fills, that's what you're going to get. And we can all see what your pharmacist fills.
If you're not getting your outpatient meds while you're in the hospital, your physician should be explaining why.
So if you have a prescription for morphine every 8 hours at home, but you're actually taking it every 5 hours, prepare to be in pain.
I mean, if you're taking it every 5 hours, you probably need it.
Fuck, I need it after going into that room.
But understand that a physician who really doesn't know you is probably not going to increase your home medication doses while you're in the hospital.
Because that's not a dose you're supposedly taking at home. It makes me think you're trying to get extra pills.
And we're not saying that that's what's going on here. Okay, I think we're done here. You're getting quite upset at the patients when we've already admitted that we're the ones with the bias.
Of course we have a bias, but this is reality check. It's not just the nurses. The patients are contributing to the bias too. It's both of us. It takes 2 people to make a baby. I may be pregnant with bias and ready to deliver, but you fucking put this baby in me.
Oh, okay.
I want child support.
Okay. Let's just agree that both sides would best be served by working together and not against each other. Nurses should recognize their bias and practice empathy and understanding to advocate for their chronic pain patients. And patients should attempt to be more congenial to those taking care of them, particularly when things are out of control of the nurse.
The nurse shouldn't be a dick, and the patient shouldn't be a dick.
Essentially, yes.
We should name this video Don't Be a Dick.
No, that got us in a lot of trouble last time.